Hey guys, before I start talking, I have to warn you that my microphone isn't in tip-top shape, so please, bear with my robotic voice. And there's an echo in the back, so please ignore that. My name is Mary Eileen Soria. I was born on February 29th, 1972. I don't know why I wrote 2014. I don't know where I got that crazy number. My parents say I'm special for being born on a leap year, so I really like my birthday so much. I was born and raised in Calauan, Laguna, which was in the Philippines. There's me saying hello. Hello! I have two parents. Count them. 2 parents. My dad's name is Percy James Soria, who lawfully wedded my mother, Melody Evangelina Rosales. I was given my name because my mom wanted my name to be the same initials as her, M.E. Percy and Melody only decided to have one child. But that's not saying anything bad. I like my life as an only child. In elementary school, I was a good student, but I was pretty quiet. The loud kids scared me because they were acting super wild. Luckily, there were some kids that were acting scared like me. This is how I met my best friend Francesca. Francesca is super awesome. I remember walking home after school on some days. Her dad used to carry us on his shoulders. When I was 7, my mom forced me to do piano. I didn't want to do it. What really sparked my interest was the violin. I just loved when violin players got into their intense mode, as if they cannot be stopped. My family didn't have a piano. It was in Calauan's local community center. It wasn't much of a walk, so I didn't have much trouble getting there. I pretty much went there so much after doing all my homework and chores. When I was 10, my mom put me into a youth piano competition where the prize money was 1,500 pesos. When my mom first mentioned about the competition, all I could think about was the fear of messing up. I would mess up notes, and I would freeze. But I couldn't say no to my mom, though, because I'd feel like I'd let her down. I brought Francesca with me to the competition. She was really supportive. So supportive. I remember before going to the competition, she gave me a picture. She drew me being first place. The host hands me a huge bag, which was like bigger than my body, with a money sign. All the kids were competing against me were kinda like me. Their mothers dragged them into doing this competition. One of the contestants was a boy named Paolo, who was the same age as me. He was such a weirdo, and not the good kind of weird, but the, he eats his own boogers type of weird. He was good on the piano though, but what I heard from the other kids was that everybody liked him. I didn't see the appeal. Everyone was really good in the piano actually. The contestants were ages 8 through 10. They came from Bicol, Cavite, Quezon, Batangas, and other places. I think there was a kid that was Russian, actually. I won the contest with my recital of "It Was a Very Good Year" by Frank Sinatra. It was a really chilling performance for me because the whole crowd was singing along. The singing started by my parents, and then one person followed, and then another, and then another. It was pretty cool. You had to see it to believe it. My mom still gets mad at me for this. I used all of the prize money for a violin. Yes, a violin. I remember my mom spanked me with my dad's chinelas when she found out. My dad's chinelas were huge, like as big as my head. I got pretty good at the violin. So good that I gave up piano entirely and only focused on violin. I loved my violin so much, I named her Little Gladys. Fast forward to high school. I pretty much worked my butt off. I got a bunch of straight A's, and all my teachers enjoyed having me. I never wanted to disappoint my parents with bad grades, so I used that as motivation throughout high school. I wasn't really the type of student to do any bad stuff. Like some of the kids in my classes, they were beaten really bad by the teacher and their ruler. Sometimes, if the student was really bad, the teacher would have the student facing the corner of the class. The student would hold their hands straight out, like Jesus on the cross, while holding textbooks on each hand. When I first saw that, I was never going to be bad. No way, Jose, I'm never doing that. At this time, I was still quiet, but I became more social than I ever was and made more friends. I think it was because of Francesca. Ever since I met her, I kind of felt better about meeting other people and keeping a conversation flowing. I was really interested in performing in front of people. Even though I was quiet, I enjoyed showing people what I could really do, rather than only seeing me as a boring individual. There weren't any programs or clubs in school that supported theater productions, but I still had the obsession. In 1989, I graduated from high school as valedictorian. With my outstanding grades, I got into the University of Los Banos. My parents and Francesca were really happy and proud of me. But it was at that exact moment, it was bittersweet because Francesca wasn't going to the same college as I was. She had other plans to go to another college that was still local. I just thought it was weird. I wouldn't be able to see Francesca as often as I used to. So, we promised to keep in touch if we ever lost touch. We even pinky promised to make it official. That summer, I guess my mom made me enter the annual Kalauan beauty pageant to make me clear my head. But why she really wants me to be in the pageant is so our family name could be recognized by everyone in the city. She also wanted the mayor of Kalauan to know our family. Although I didn't like being in the pageant, all I cared about was the talent portion of the competition. It really made my hours I put into violin even better. The talent portion also was a chance to show my mom that the violin was worth the moolah. She's still afraid to admit it today. Luckily, the talent portion was the highest graded out of all the challenges in the competition, so that gave me a really big boost and turned out the deciding factor for me to win. I was proclaimed as the 1990 Kalauan Beauty Queen, Reina Elena. My family threw me an after party to celebrate my victory. I drank a little bit of San Miguel beer, but since I was a lightweight, I saw my face turn bright red and wanted to puke. Being the Kalauan Beauty Queen, I had duties. One of my duties was to help around the church, speaking to the churchgoers about the Word of God. There was also this profession called the Santa Cruzan in the church. I had to carry a miniature cross through the middle aisle to the altar. From there, the mayor of Kalauan put the crown on my head to proclaim me as the beauty queen. He was there, standing alongside his wife Fee and the parish priest, Father Antonio. I am currently attending the University of Los Banos, pursuing my dreams of becoming a professional musician and actress. Having my mother forcefully put me through the competition of the youth piano competition really gave me a teaser of what I really wanted to do for the rest of my life. Remember Paolo? That guy I was talking about earlier? Yeah, he was the first friend I had in college. And eventually, he turned out to be my boyfriend. Weird, right? Who would have thought? He went from being a gross little boy into a decent guy. We made our relationship official on June 28, 1992. Days went by as we got closer, but I was mostly just talking about myself instead of getting to know more about him. This made me a little suspicious about him, but I like how he paid attention to me and caressed my hair when I was down. There were girls that said Pablo was the flirt, but he didn't really seem that way, especially with how he's treating me. They're just probably jealous that he's with me and not with them. Pablo is so sweet. Every morning before school, he waits for me outside my house to pick me up in his car. I can always imagine it. He parks his car a little crooked by the curb. He's resting his little bosom on the hood of his car. He has his arm crossed, waiting. With a cute little smirk, too. Anyways, I'm getting way too ahead of myself. Fast forward to today. June 27, 1993. This is the morning when Paolo picked me up. He told me to be prepared for tomorrow. Since our anniversary is tomorrow, I was super excited. I really don't know what to expect. I got him a promise ring that I got out of town. It has our initials engraved in the inside with the ring. I'm just hoping he loves the promise rings as much as I do. Scratch that. I know he will.